Hey guys, it's me Daly, and this is another video, and you saw by the title that I'll be showing my book collection. It is fairly small, but pretty decent amount of books are in here, so hope you stay tuned for my channel, and I hope you guys like it. And there might be certain parts to this collection, and I don't know, I'm not really sure how long it will take me. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button and notifications bell to get notified when I upload a new video. Don't forget to comment and push a thumbs up. And in this process, I will be telling you the name of the book, the author of the book, and if I've read it or not. My goal is to read every book that I have in my library. So, thanks for coming. I hope you enjoy. My first book is Ragweed by Avie, and I'm so sorry about the glare. We'll put them there. Ragweed by Avie. And this one I have not yet read. Next I have... Who's back? Next I have Old Wolf by Avie. And I've read half of this book, more like 25% of this book, or almost 50%. I'll read it again eventually, and it was really good so far. Next I have Poppy by Avie, and I have read this book, not this style, but I have read Poppy, and I just now realized that that one comes after Ragweed, and I have to restart the whole series, so I'll be reading that book again eventually. It's a very awesome book. You should definitely read it. Next I have Call It Courage by Armstrong Sperry, and I have not yet read this book, and I'm super excited to read it eventually. Next I have Black Beauty, 101 Words to Know by Anna Sewell, and I have not read this book because it is more of a kiddie book than one of my style of books. So I don't know if I'm going to be adding this one to the set of books that I will end up reading eventually. But I have not yet read this one, and it looks really good. It's pretty good quality, and I think other people will really like this book if they're into horses. Next I have The Babysitter's Club, Christie's Great Idea by Anne M. Martin. And this one I have 75% read, and I will eventually try to read the series, but there are a ton of these books, and I haven't even gotten through the first one, and I just stopped reading it for some reason. But this book is really good so far, and I hope you guys like this book. Next I have Frindle by Andrew Clements, and this book is really awesome. It's really awesome, like I just said that. But I really like this book, and I've already read it. You should really read it, because Andrew Clements is a really great author. Or is that right? Yeah, author. Next I have Darkest Hour, and this book I tried to read, but it was a little more confusing because I don't know that many of the words that are in here, so I have to wait a while until I know more of the words because I got really confused right away. But so far in the book, it's really good, and this one is by Caroline Tung Richmond. And if you're into Paris things, the reason I got this book is because it was somewhere in Paris, I guess. And I got that book for my birthday. Bud Not Buddy is my next book, and this one, again, is another one that I haven't really read. I read it halfway, and then the school year ended, and then I couldn't finish it because it was a library book until I finally got it. This one's by Christopher Paul Curtis, and So far it was really good. I'm definitely going to be reading this one, and I hope you guys will like reading it too. My next book is Rascal and the Rats. And this one, Rascal and the Rats of Nim. And this one was one of the books that I got from my library. They were giving away books when I left 4th grade at my school. And I chose this one because it really reminded me of Poppy and Ragweed and Rye. And if you've read the Poppy series, you know what I mean. But yeah. I have not read this book yet. And I'm so excited to read it because it seems really, really interesting. It's not in the best shape, but it's one of my only books that has a hardcover. Next I have A Handful of Stars by Cynthia Lord. Oh yeah, and I don't really know who this is written by because there's a thing here that doesn't tell me. Unless it does, I'm not really sure. Okay, so A Handful of Stars by Cynthia Lord. This is a scholastic book, and I started reading this book, and it just got a little boring, but hopefully I'll get more interested in reading it again. Pretty much any dog book you can think of is one that I'll probably end up reading. My next book is called Clementine for Christmas, and this one is by Daphne Bendis-Grab, I'm pretty sure. Is it Daphne Benedis-Grab. Okay, Scholastic. A lot of these are going to be Scholastic because I get a lot of books from my book orders. And I have not read this one yet. Seems really good. Clementine for Christmas, we can already get a hint of that's Clementine, I bet. And they got him for Christmas. Can't wait to read it. Blackbird Fly. This one is about, this one's called Blackbird Fly, and it's by Erin Entrada Kelly, and another Scholastic book. I have not read this book yet, but it seems really, really interesting, and I can't wait to read it. Next I have Cuckoo Song. This is probably one of the more scary books. It seems scary by the cover, obviously. Yeah, I don't really know. This one is like 20 points, so hopefully I can manage to read this and get 20 points off of it. That would be awesome. I have not read this book yet, but it seems really awesome, and it is by Frances Hardinge. Old Yeller by Fred Gibson. Oh my gosh, if you have not read this book, I really recommend it, because this book is just so sad, but yet so awesome. This one got an award, a Newbery Honor Book Award. Oh my gosh, though. I just love this book, and I really want to watch the movie, but I just can't find it because it's so old. But this book is so amazing. You need to read it right now. Go and get it from your library. And if you're grown up and you haven't read it, go and buy it somewhere. Oh, you just need to read it. It's just so awesome. I love this book. My next book is... Just wait. Okay. The Boxcar Children. And the Boxcar Children are amazing. I've read this book, and this is the first one, as you can tell. And it's by Gertrude Chandler Warner. And I love this book. It's really fun. This is, I just love this one, because it's just really interesting, and they have so many nice stories. I just love them, because they live in a boxcar. Until, I'm pretty sure the second book. Right? Not sure. But I love this book. You should definitely read it. And I also have the second one. Second one is really awesome too. And yeah. Next I have the third one. I did manage to read this one. This one's called The Yellow House Mystery, and the last one, the blue one I just showed you, was The Surprise Island. This one was really interesting too, because they're solving this really awesome mystery involving this yellow house right here. And there's ending up like a brick that's hollow or something, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. I haven't read this book in a while, so, but I really do recommend it. If you love reading series, then I really recommend this series. There's like 20 books in this series, I'm pretty sure. I'm not really sure. Next I have the 4th book, which is called The Mystery Ranch, which I have not read yet, and I cannot wait to read. This one's a little smaller than the other ones, but I just cannot wait to read it. Next, I have The Year of the Dog. This is one of my newer books that I got in. It's a novel by Grace Lynn. And I don't know. I got this because it was kind of on sale. I'm pretty sure it was $1, $2 or $1. It seems really good. Can't wait to read it. Next, I got Absolutely Truly. And this one's by Heather Vogel Frederick. Okay, yeah. And it's really thick. And I can't wait to read it. It's 12 points in my library. And it looks really awesome. The reason I did get this book is I read it and it seemed really awesome of how the story is. And I saw that all and was like, I gotta get that book because it has an novel on it. And I was like, yes, I need it. But I have not read it yet, and I can't wait to read it. So I have a huge stack of books here that need to be read. I'll show you the stack right now. Absolutely Truly, Year of the Dog, Boxcar Children 4, Cuckoo Song, Blackbird Fly, Clementine for Christmas, A Handful of Stars, Rasco and the Rats of Nim, right? Yeah, Nim. Bud Not Buddy, Darkest Hour, The Babysitter's Club, Black Beauty. Sorry, can't really see them all now. Ugh. Old Wolf, which I half read, Ragweed, and Call It Courage. Those are the books out of that one huge stack that I haven't read. And look at that stack, and look at all these other books that I did read. 3rd book of Boxcar Children. 2nd book. The 1st book. Old Yeller, Brindle, and Poppy. This stack compared to this stack, I need to get some reading done. And I'm going to end up rereading this book because Ragweed comes before Poppy, because Ragweed, no spoiler alert, but seriously, Ragweed dies in this one. And apparently I think he's alive in this one. Is that Ragweed or is that Ragweed? Unless that's Poppy and that's Ragweed. I don't know, but so I have a lot of reading to do. Can't wait to get it done. Check out part 2, 3, and 4 of this book collection. Thanks for coming. Bye.